Guys, what's happening? As you can see, I've been setting out yet another Android box, and this time it's the Dolamee and it's a D6. So I'm going to do the same thing as I always do. I'm going to look around the box, unbox it, and then I'm going to set it up, do a few speed tests and see how it runs. So first off, we'll look at the box. I was just using that to stand it up because the light was catching it on a bit of a funny angle. So the box, we've got the black and the blue contrast, and I really like that colour blue. It's a nice one. You can see the design of the box, which looks really crazy. I love funky designs. And it kind of looks like a noughts and crosses effect. Up here we've got CPU, which is a quad core, and GPU, which is HD graphics. You've got 4K Ultra HD and HDMI. And the name of the box, what I says, was the D6 media player, and just down here it's telling you it's 4K. On the front here we've got streaming media player, and on the back exactly the same. On the side we've just got basically telling you what was on the front, which is a D6 and Dolamee. On the back here, we've got a little bit more of the spec, telling you the model, the CPU, the GPU, the RAM, which is 2. I'm not really bothered about the RAM. I'm happy with ones that do have 1, but some people prefer 2. When I first got it, I thought, no, I have to have 2, but to be honest, I don't multitask, so 1's fine for me, but this one does have 2. ROM has 8, and the Wi-Fi is 2.4, but I'm guessing it'll probably do 5 as well. It says it's Bluetooth version 4.0, and it's made in China. So now we'll open the box and see what we get inside, what goodies. I'll tell you what, I'll take the box out last. Oh, no, I won't. I'll take the box out first. So this is what it looks like. These are matte and them ones are gloss. I don't want to touch them because I'll get fingerprints all over. But you can see here, that's a silver, and it's telling you the make, Dolamee. On the front here, there's nothing apart from the little power button. I don't know how well that's picking it up, but there's a little power button here. When I looked at the front picture, it looks like this tells you the time and stuff, and it'll probably tell you if you've got a USB or plugged in, whatever. There's nothing on this side, and on the back, don't know if you can see that, but we've got the little input for the SPDIF. You've got this one for your LAN or your Ethernet. You've got this one for your HDMI. No, sorry, that one for your HDMI, and that one for your AV, and that one's your power. And if we come to the side, we've got a USB, and that one will be for your SD card. And then underneath, we've just got a couple of air vents and telling you what it is, which was on the back of the box with the 2 gig of RAM and the GPU. And then if we have a look inside here, we've got a little card there. It's just saying thank you for choosing them. And as always, we've got an HDMI lead, what you get with every Android box. And this time I've been sent out a British plug, an English plug. Normally I just get the 2-pin and I've got to adapt, but this one is actually, it's the one for my country, so that's a thumbs up from me. And the remote, I think this is the one all of them are sending now. This is the newer model. The old one was a bit more square and the buttons were nasty. This one isn't perfect. It still runs, if I open it, it still runs off infrared. It's not wireless or Bluetooth or anything yet. As you can see there, it's just old school infrared, but that's what it looks like. It's even got a little thumb. I've never seen one with a little thumb, but that's all good to me. And inside here, is this your setup? No, it's not. This is just telling you what you should get in the box. So that's everything. So now I'm going to go and set it up and we'll see what it runs like. I just thought I'd add this bit of the video to show you that it does tell you the time and it glows up blue, and it says there I'm using LAN. Obviously if you're using Wi-Fi it might say below Wi-Fi, but you can see I'm using the Ethernet port in the back. You can't turn this off, unfortunately. It's on all the time, but a good thing is it's not bright. On the remote, where I found the little thumbs up, the little like button, that turns Kodi on, it like opens it, whereas on the other remotes it's a little Kodi button. So that's it, and we're back to the testing. Well, I'm finally all set up, and as you can see, the layout is completely different to what I'm used to. This is more like, say, if you've got an LG television, it'll probably look exactly like this, with all the little icons on the bottom when you press the menu button. So if you do have one of them televisions, you'll know exactly what I mean. I don't even know where to start here. I'm going to go to settings, and then where's me other settings? Is it along here? It is. There's more settings. This is probably what you're used to. When you look at stuff, this is what it'll be. So if I go to about the media box, it'll tell you in here what I'm running, which is Android 6.0.1. This is all your other little information, just telling you the box and whatnot. So if I press back, And where else can we go? We can go to apps, and I'll show you some of the pre-installed apps, what you get straight out of the box. These are the ones that you get. You've got Film on there. You've got Mobdro. You've got Netflix. You've got Plex, Skype. And if you notice, there wasn't one for Kodi, but this one, TVMC, is actually Kodi. So you can see there, it's 16.1, and you can see how much data it's used. So if I press back and back again and back again. And choices what we have on here, we've got all sorts. You've got there for your Wi-Fi, this one for your display. Over here, you've got your HDR, if you've got a 4K television. And your resolution, if you do have a 4K television, you will have more options here. It'll give you the 4K resolution settings to go on. Obviously your screen position, and that's pretty much it in here. If you go to sound, you can go on your system sound if you want to turn that on or off. You've got your Dolby and you've got your digital. So me personally, I'll go for the HDMI and then I'll click back. And this I'm going to turn off because I don't like the clicky noise. So there you go, we've turned that off. That's gone. That gets rid of the clicky noise. And them apps, what I did show you, this is probably going to make it look a little bit more prettier. So there you go, them are the downloaded apps. I'm just going to quickly fly through them so you can have a look. And I'll press back again. And about is exactly the same as what I did show you on the other menu. The time, you might want to set that, because sometimes when you get them, they're not set to the right time. But in my case, it is, because it's on automatic. And that's pretty much it. It's just a normal standard Android box inside here. So if I come out of this, and up here, you've got exactly the same on the... Oh, I've gone a bit wrong here. You see up here in the top right corner, this is where I am. Depending on your location, you can set the weather. So I've got Newcastle upon Tyne. I'm not sure what that little t-shirt one is. And that one's for your settings. The one next to it, the USB, just means that I've got a USB plugged in. And this one just means that I'm using the Ethernet port. And back to down here, if we go right, there's loads of little add-ons in here. These are like a sort of shortcut menu to get to them. And if I come all the way to the left, there's absolutely loads inside here as well, depending on what you want to use. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to install Antutu to do a speed test, or a benchmark test I should say, and I'll be back in a second. I thought I might as well add this bit into the video, just in case anyone can't find the file manager. It's the green one, and the icon is a piece of paper that's been folded. So what you want to do is you want to go into there, and whatever USB stick is your name, mine's Lexar, and then I'll go to my Android add-on folder, and then whatever file you've got, what you want to install, you just click it and it'll say install. If I come back out of here, I might as well just show a video working. If you're a fan of the Flash and you're not up to date, fast forward this part of the video because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. I haven't seen it myself, but I'm just going to flick through. And that was how fast that was going along. It picked up really fast. Sometimes they're a little bit slow, but that one was super duper fast. So what I'm going to do now is do a little test to see what sort of speeds we get. I'll let this all load up and everything. No, I don't want to update, so I'll click back and then I'm just going to click on test. It seems absolutely ages since I've done a test. But if you bear with us, I'm going to chop this part of the video so I don't waste any time, and I'll put it back when it's about 65%. Right, we're back and this is the start of the test. I'll just let this run its pace. I'll not talk, I'll just let it do its thing. So there we have it, we're done and we're complete. And to be honest, I'm not sure how well this is doing. One of my subscribers did say it was I should have the way all these are on the left hand side, I should sort of like Photoshop something so I can do the previous boxes. So fingers crossed, if I can, I'm going to try and put that in now. And now the last thing that I'm going to show you is the Kodi, or the TVMC in this case. You can see there it's 16.1 Jarvis. It is pretty much Kodi, it's just a different name. Out the box, if you go to video add-ons and you go to add-ons, there's nothing inside here. You're going to have to install everything yourself. If you do want to build, the one that I recommend is Pulse, which I'm going to put on now. If you give us 2 seconds, I'll set all that up and I'll show you what it runs like. I thought I might as well just show you a different way that I do install the Pulse build. I've obviously got it installed on my laptop, but if I want to back it up, I can. All you do is go to backup, select destination, so that's wherever you want it to save to, and you want to click on this one that says full system backup, and then if you go down to the bottom here, what says backup, and that will make a zip file. I've already got one, so I go over here to restore, and I click on this one and find where it is, so I go there and go down to that one. And then I've named mine Pulse, the 8th of February, and I click OK. I click refresh. It'll do this little checking thing. And once it's done the little check thing, if you just come down to the bottom here to restore backup, if you click it, and there you go, that'll start installing it. Obviously, if you haven't got this, you'll have to just go to the top left hand corner there to browse builds, Pulse, enter the pin, and then if you click server 1, I think it is, that's the fastest one. So I'll let this run through its little pace and install itself. There you go, it's all done. So all you want to click is OK, OK, and OK. And then it'll close, and then if you open it again, we should have the Pulse build and everything set up to the way you've got yours set up. So here we have it. This is the build, and I'm sure you're all familiar with it because, like I say, I think it's the most popular one at the moment. I'll just play one film and that'll be it. So if I go into 1, 2, 3 movies, I'll go to most viewed. I'll let this load up. Shouldn't take too long. Bottom right hand corner. There we go, nearly done. And what will I click? I'll click on the Jungle Book. It's asking us what I want to watch it in: 1080, 720, 480 and 360. Obviously 1080 being the best. So if you click that, and bottom right hand corner, working. And that was just me pressing up, the same thing I do all the time. You can see there, 1080. And that's pretty much it. If you want any more information or anything, I'm going to leave the link in the description. And that's it. Thank you for watching.